here. Like we said in the last video, we're treating some questions taken from different examination bodies like West African Examination Council, we have the Joint Matriculation Examination Board, and we have other sources of question. So today in this video, we still go through some series of questions from different topics, basically on what we know as heredity. So heredity has been a concept that is very taxing for students and teachers in schools. So that's why we are taking time to just break down what it means to understand heredity and how to approach questions in heredity. So I believe you're with your writing materials as we go on solving questions on today's video. So let's start with our question. So the first question we have on our list is, on what structures are the units of inheritance situated? On what structure are the units of inheritance situated? So we have the first one, which is the Golgi bodies, and we have the second one, which is the ribosome, and we have the third one, which is the chromosomes, and we have the fourth one, which is the endoplasmic reticulum. So we are being asked that on what structures are the units of inheritance situated. So for us to identify where the units of inheritance are being situated, we have to know what a cell is, and we know that in a cell, like you can see what I put on the board, you can see this is an average structure of a cell. So a cell has a central, basically this is an animal cell, so it has a central organelle, which is a membrane bound organelle, which is the nucleus. We have the nucleus, and inside the nucleus we have structures that we call the chromosomes. Chromosomes are spindle-like structures that are inside the nucleus. So, and on these chromosomes are what the units of inheritance, which are the genes, are located. So the genes are located on the spindle-like structure, which is the chromosome. The chromosome is found in the nucleus. We have the chromosome in animal cell and plant cell. So back to our question. So the structures on which the units of inheritance are situated are our chromosomes. So we have chromosome. Chromosome is a structure on which the units of inheritance, units are situated. So, and mind you, these units of inheritance are the one responsible for the development, are the one responsible for everything that characterizes an individual. Talk about your shape of the eyes, your shape of the hair. It's as a result of the combination of this chromosome. That's why we are able to have a eye color to be like we have the shape of the hair and the mouth and all that makes up an individual. So that's on our first question today. So to the next question we have for the day, we are asked if a DNA strand has a base sequence TCA. So if a DNA strand has a base sequence TCA, its complementary strand must be, what's a DNA? DNA, we know DNA is known as deoxyribonucleic acid, and it is responsible for genetic transmission. So, and a DNA is a double helix structure. DNA is a double helix structure which has another strand. It has two strands, which the first strand being the major strand and the other strand being the complementary strand. So let's look at what DNA is made of. DNA comprises of some major nitrogenous bases, which are 4. I'll rub the board. So we have 4 nitrogenous bases that are main composition of the DNA, which are our what? Our adenine. We have our thymine, we have our cytosine, or cytosine as some people will say, and we have the last one, which is the guanine. So all these are the bases that are found in the DNA. So, and to take notes, a DNA has thymine as its base compared to an RNA strand. An RNA has what we know as what? Uracil. Uracil is uracil is the last part that is substituting for thymine in a DNA strand. So back to what we are saying, our adenine is represented by the letter A. So our thymine is represented by the letter T, and our cytosine is represented by the letter C, and our guanine is represented by what? Letter G. So these are the strands in a DNA. A for the adenine, C for the thymine, and C for the cytosine, and G for the guanine. So looking at all these strands, these are the basic strands, and we are given a question that if the strand of a base sequence is TCA, I'll rub the board. If the strand of a DNA is TCA, and mind you, our T is representing our thymine, our C is representing our cytosine, and our A is representing our adenine. So this is a strand. This is a strand for a DNA sequence. They're now asking us for the complementary strand of this. And in a DNA, mind you, before I go into how we get the complementary strand, you should note that adenine always bond with what we know as thymine. So we have a bond between adenine and thymine, and we have a bond between guanine, we have cytosine, or cytosine rather, bonding with our guanine. So look, with what we have on the board here, we have our G bonding with a triple bond to C, and we have our A, which is the adenine, bonding with a double bond. This is a double bond, is bonding with a double bond to T. So A bonds to T. So back to what we are at, the base sequence that we asked to find the complementary strand is TCA. And since we know that our T will always join to A, which is our adenine, so we have the complementary strand of T to be A. And since our C will always bond with G, which is our guanine, we have our C to have the complementary strand of G. And since we said our A, adenine, will always bind with thymine, so we have our A to have a complementary strand of T. So the new strand that we have in this DNA sequence is what we know as what? AGT. So we have the strand AGT as a complementary base sequence of the DNA. So the correct option, the correct answer for this is AGT, as you can see on the board. Please, mind you, thymine is replaced in a RNA strand with uracil. Thymine is replaced in an RNA strand with uracil.